Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 15th Paragliding World Cup Super Final happening right here in Pegalajar for the 2026 edition. I'm your host Aninder Singh and today we'll be bringing you deffered live but exclusive racing action from the Andalusian skies right in front of us. Earlier today we had a chance to speak with the meet director. Let's tune in and listen to what he had to say. What does the weather look like for today?
Looks nice. The top sailing is not so high, it's around 1,300 at the beginning of the race. Then it will increase up to 1,900. So it's nice, it's cloudy. And we will have 50% of clouds during the way to the goal. And yes, I think it's okay. The thermals will be around 2.5. And we won't have any special problem.
So I see the task does not have a lot of turnpoint. Are we looking at a very fast-paced day of racing today?
Yeah, it's going to be a fast race, I think so. But we were playing with the fact that the wind could be stronger at the end of the race. So we prefer to be sure that we won't have any problems related with safety.
With a fair bit of cloud cover, needless to say, racing will be a bit tricky. But when the field looks this strong, tricky is just a word in a dictionary. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and soak in all the action that is happening today.
Yeah, everything is set up, everything is good. System is working, we can see all the pilots, we can see everything that is going on. So far, it's running smoothly.
So there's a volar juntos hoy.
First time in Pegalajar. I'm just looking out over fields of olive and wondering where the hell we're going to land.
Okay, next point.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you want?
What do I... Bill Belker is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Bill, how does it feel to be back in Pegalajar?
Well, I've never been to Pegalajar, so
I'm sorry.
except for last week, which was great. This place is great. It's awesome to be in another super final at my advanced years, and so I'm really happy to be here.
The start of the gaggle was as expected, fairly normal, but fast, keeping all the big names in the front. Maxime ended up leading the group with a fair bit of margin at the first town of Mancha-Real, although that lead was soon taken over by fellow Frenchman Baptiste as he decided to collect some leading points as well at the 25% course completion mark. This exchanging of lead at the front continued as Maxime decided to go back and forth on the attack mode, forcing the gaggle to respond, and with just over 30 kilometers to go, most of the top names are still managing to keep things interesting at the front. Although by now we are finally starting to see the world number one crack a bit as his high-risk moves make him end up getting lower than expected as the rest of the field passes by. The local Spanish pilots taking collective control of the race for the first time since the start, and it was at this juncture we see the two groups split into two distinct gaggles. Saving a bit of a drama for the last, the lead gaggle gets stuck, and in all this chaos, Maxime once again manages to find his rhythm and rejoin the leaders, or at least gets close enough. The final glide is fairly straightforward, with most pilots finding lifting zones before the goal line, and Baptiste coming in first, collecting the highest distance point, while the fellow countryman Honorin gets the overall task win of the day. To sum it up, we had a pretty fun first day of fast-paced racing, with average speeds closing in at 40 km mark. All but 16 pilots failing to make the goal line, out of which 3 ended up having to endure the heartbreak of landing between the end of speed section and the goal.
For sure I'm happy. Often I'm starting well, so another comp I'm starting well, so I hope I will keep this level, which is really not easy because the conditions are not perfect. The thermals are quite far from each other, and the lines are really important, so it's difficult to attack, and it's better to stay into the gaggle sometimes. So I tried at the beginning, I went very low with Julien Wirtz and a few other pilots, but like everybody almost, so hopefully. Then one time I went again very low and the group overpassed me quite high, so I said, okay, now I will try to catch them and don't move again. And finally I was in the good group on the right side for the end, and we managed to make the goal, so super happy.